struggles that we went through during the trials. Since the verdict came, maybe I'll get some peace. I think the family will get some peace, some rest, but they haven't sentenced Dr. Murray yet. And some of the family is saying no matter what they give him, it won't be enough, because at the most he can only get the maximum of 4 years. And I don't believe, well, that's enough for a person's life. But it'll be some peace. You know, you can't compare that, no matter how much time they give him. My son's gone. That won't bring him back. I don't think it could be enough. Dr. Murray selling his stories, to me, no, it's not fair. He shouldn't be allowed to do it. He shouldn't be allowed to make money off of what he's done wrong. That's what angers me. It's not right. He had a conversation with me during the day of Michael's passing, and how he tried to console the children and me. That didn't happen. I don't know where that came from. I didn't even know who Dr. Murray was. I had never met him until someone at the hospital told me later that that's Dr. Murray. But the lies that they were telling, I think everybody could see that they were lies, because they didn't have a leg to stand on. Because Dr. Murray, well, no matter how you cut it, he was guilty of Michael's death. I don't think he intended for it to happen, but he was negligent. He knew it might happen at any time, or it might not happen, but you don't take chances. And this is what he did. I think he lied about the 2 minutes. I'm sure he did. But it was much longer than that. Then he was talking to his girlfriends on the phone. This is terrible. Dr. Murray's lawyers was trying to say that Michael injected himself, or when they couldn't pass on that lie, then they tried to say that it was his fault, and they tried to say that he had given himself Lorazepam or something like that. But they were trying anything to help their client, but it just didn't sound right. They didn't have nothing to fight with. They didn't, because no matter what you say or which way you slice it, Dr. Murray was guilty. No, I've heard of Demerol before. I don't even know what you use it for. But Lorazepam and all this other stuff, I hadn't heard those names before. Propofol, I hadn't heard that before. The nurse that was there, that was supposed to be hired to watch Michael, I don't think she was hired to watch Michael. But Michael couldn't sleep, and so, in fact, this nurse that Michael had bought a lot of herbs and things from came to my house the next day after Michael died. And she told me a lot of things about Dr. Murray, and she also told me that Michael had asked her about some things, and she had turned him down. And Dr. Murray, I guess, wanting money and being greedy, he had to be greedy, because $150,000 a month? Why didn't he say, well, Michael, if you can't sleep, well, let's go and see a therapist for that. Or let's go and see a doctor that specializes in that. A doctor that specializes in insomnia or whatever. But he never said that. He wanted to take it on his own because he wanted to make money. All the pressure that was on Michael was affecting him for no sleep, but that could have been part of it. I'm sure it must have been. When they did the 50 concerts, and they could have kept on, I don't know if they would let Michael know that well, it's almost 50 or we can do even more. I don't know. But then, too, people get excited and it's greed. They don't care how many concerts you have as long as you do them and they get paid. But I just can't see Michael doing those many concerts. It would take longer. And he probably would get tired. But they had said that he wanted a house in England and a place for his children to play, big enough for that. So evidently he might have agreed to do it. I saw Michael. I also talked to Michael during the time that he was rehearsing for the concert. And I saw no signs of anything wrong. And as far as Dr. Murray having that groggy sound that Michael was, I've never seen Michael like that of all the times that I've seen him. And not saying that he wasn't like that because I know he have the tape of it, but why would he tape him? Why? I didn't understand that part of it. Is the doctor no good? He was planning on something all the time. Why was that? And another thing, I've seen Michael at night and I've seen him during the day. I've never seen him in a fix like that, and I've never seen him act like he was high on something or anything like that. So I'm not saying he never been like that, but I just haven't seen it.
We got to see what he's doing. All right, thank you.
I love them because I didn't have a childhood. I had no childhood. I feel their pain. I feel their hurt. I can deal with it. Heal the world. We are the world. Will you be there? The lost children. These are songs I've written because it hurt.
How did it make you feel to hear that? Was it hard to listen to the tape of that?
Of course it was. Of course it was. Why would he tape him when he caught him at a moment like that? What was he planning? He had plans. He wanted to do something with that. And that showed right there that there's something wrong with that picture. That doctor's not right.
So the last time you saw Michael, do you think he was keeping anything from you, or do you think that?
I don't think Mike was trying to keep anything from me, because I had gone to his home unannounced and found him there. He wasn't like that. So I'm not saying that he. The tapes speak for themselves, but I have never seen my son like that. Never.
Looking back on the whole thing, do you think that Michael was taking propofol for a long time, or other substances for a long time, or do you think this was?
I can't say if Michael was taking propofol for a long time. I can only say that during the time of Dr. Murray, they brought it out in court that he was giving Michael a lot of propofol. And he should have known better. And knowing that medicine can stop your heart at any time, he should have known he couldn't leave him. But he left him, not only for 2 minutes like he said, but it proved that it had to be for a longer time than that. And I'd like to thank the fans also for all their love and support, for being there every morning that I got out of the car and walked into the courthouse, and being there in the evenings when I got back in the car to go home. And I'd like to say I love you very much and thank you. And Michael was here, he would say, I love you more. Just something that Michael says to his fans, and he's always wanted to protect them. And I can remember when, after Michael passed, we hired one of his security guards, and he was telling me about Michael. When Michael hired him, he told him, one thing I want you to do, always be nice to my fans. Because some of these celebrities have security guards and they push the fans back and they treat them real rough. And he said, don't hurt them. And he would always tell him, if it wasn't for my fans, I wouldn't be where I am. And it's the truth. And I love them. Not only for that, but I just love them because Michael just loved everybody. People, he's so misunderstood, unless some people don't want to understand him. That's all it is. He never molested anybody. And he never did the bad things that they try to say he did. He was all about love and peace, happiness. A year, if I look back and think about this a year from now, I don't think it will never end it with me, because there's not a day that passed that I don't think about my son. It's not a day that passed that tears don't fall.